Good evening, I'm Sarah Sapsanama. Let's begin with the headlines of the hour. The land of Bharatpur Hospital in Chitwan encroached by private entities and Indian businesses. The hospital yet to receive millions in rent. Victims of cooperatives continue to demand for justice. Demand for probe into Home Minister Samachar involvement. RSP leader Mukul Dhakal demands for a high-level committee to probe the same. CP and UML Chair Oli clarifies there have been no agreement regarding commission to amend the constitution. Premier Dahal alleges Oli of betrayal. And it's Netherlands versus England at the second semi-final of the Euro Cup 2024. The match to kick off at 45 minutes past midnight tonight. A tale similar to Tribhuvan University and Pashupati lands has been witnessed in case of Bharatpur Hospital in Chitwan. Majority of the 30 bigha, 11 kattha and 6 dhur of land belonging to the hospital has been distributed illegally and exploited. Indian national Narendra Pampat and B. Natraj have been operating a medical college in 9 bighas of the hospital's land at the rate of 100,000 rupees per bigha, which real estate experts say is dirt cheap, as it is far less than the 7 million rupees per kattha valuation determined by the Land Revenue Office, Chitwan. In the Nepalese year 2053, the government decided to let an old medical college use the hospital's land for 50,000 rupees per bigha in the initial years. It was revised to 100,000 rupees 9 years later. Based on the revised agreement, the hospital would provide 1.2 million rupees and then an increment of 10% would be implemented each year. Based on the rate, the college should be paying around 14.3 million rupees per year by the year 2079-80. However, this year the college paid only 6.3 million rupees. The Bharatpur Hospital has yet to collect 998.2 million rupees from the college. The 61st report by the Office of Auditor General has recommended for collecting the due amount. However, it has been revealed that the college has used the hospital land as collateral at Nepal Investment Bank to withdraw a loan of over 1,350 million rupees. As a result, the Land Revenue Office has put on hold the sales or transactions of the land. This is just one of the many entities that have been exploiting the hospital land. Currently, the hospital lands have been used for Bharatpur Eye Hospital, a pharmacy, blood network services, district health office and CTVT campuses, among others. NAMS is planning to run medical classes from this year, which will require infrastructures. However, the hospital does not have enough land to do so, as many other entities have been operating in there illegally. It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we asked you what should be the priority of monetary policy. 72% voted for option A, encourage productivity, 17% for B, stabilize interest rates, and 11% for C, real estate friendly policy. And here's today's question. What should be done to stop the exploitation of lands of Bharatpur Hospital? Your options are A, action against exploiters, B, vacate the encroached area, and C, strengthen laws. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Now, moving on, victims of cooperatives have reached out to the Parliamentary Probe Committee formed to investigate the irregularities in this sector. They have also demanded for a probe into the alleged involvement of Home Minister Ravi Lamechhane into the cooperatives fraud case. A former official of Rashtriya Banijya Bank, Sakuntala Dhakal, who lives in Lalitpur, has lost her sleep as she lost around 20 million rupees to Bhaktapur's Nagarik Development Cooperative. She has been making rounds of government offices and administration, but to no avail.
केमा जागिर हुने थियो म बैंकमा जागिर खाएर पनि अब सहकारीमा लगेर राख्यो भन्छन् मान्छेले भन्नु चाहिँ हैन तर अब त्यस्तै पर्दो रहेछ कुन बैंकमा राष्ट्रिय बैंकमा हुन्थ्यो हजुर त्यहाँ आफन्तै मान्छे हुनुहुन्थ्यो अनि पहिले लगेर राख्यो ओनर चाहिँ को थिए त्यो नुनाम सुब्बा भन्ने हुनुहुन्छ
The Parliament's committee formed to probe into the cooperatives fraud case called on victims on Wednesday and heard their grievances. During the meeting, victims demanded for a probe into Home Minister Ravi Lamichhane, saying that cooperatives' money had been illegally invested in Gorkha Media Network. Victims say the police had rejected filing complaints since Lamichhane took to the post of Home Minister.
छानेको नाम मैले त्यसै जोडेको होइन किन भन्दा 79 साल भदौ असोजमा बनेको प्रतिवेदनमा गृहमन्त्री रवि लामिछानेको नाम आयो त्यतिखेर उहाँ माननीय मन्त्री हुनुहुन्थ्यो पछि फेरि 80 चाहिँ तपाईको माघदेखि 81 वैशाखसम्म बनेको 3400 पानाको प्रतिवेदनमा पनि उहाँको नाम आयो र हामीले उहाँको नाममै पनि किटानी जाहेरी दियौं तर त्यो जाहेरी पनि एउटा ड्रवरमा लगेर थन्काइयो यो कुरो पनि तपाईले सोच्नु पर्यो यसलाई पहल गरिदिनु पर्यो अघि बढाइदिनु पर्यो यहाँ को मन्त्रीको गृहमन्त्री के मन्त्रीको सांसद भन्ने कुरो छैन.
Massive irregularities have been reported from cooperatives where operators have invested or spent depositors' money and failed to return them. Some 20 troubled cooperatives and 9 others have left many members of the public struggling. Victims have demanded for an amendment to the laws that they say are too lenient on the perpetrators. The Parliament Probe Committee Chair, Surya Bahadur Thapa, after hearing grievances of around 32 victims, expressed commitment of delivering justice. He added that the committee would inquire on the cooperative operators that are in police custody and collect evidence for further action. Around 500 cooperatives have mishandled money deposited by thousands of the general public. Police data has shown more than 11 billion rupees belonging to more than 50,000 depositors have been mishandled in a single year. All eyes are hence now on the Parliamentary Probe Committee that has the mandate of going through all the irregularities and submit a report to the Parliament. Rashtriya Swatantra Party leader Mukul Dhakal, who was relieved from the post of General Secretary yesterday, has claimed party's chair and Home Minister Ravi Lamichhane holds dual passports. Dhakal organized a press conference today and demanded for a high-level probe committee from the party to probe into the cooperatives fraud case and also on the minister holding dual passports. He also said it was illegitimate of the party to decide to remove him from the post and claimed he was still the General Secretary of Rashtriya Swatantra Party. Dhakal also said RSP Vice Chair DP Adyal, who is also Labour Minister, has been reaping undue benefits from the party's accounts. The party's Central Committee had yesterday relieved him from the post, citing violation of party discipline, but maintained his party membership. He has also been removed from the role of party's spokesperson. Now, in our Public Voice segment, today we've asked several cooperative victims in provinces what should be done to solve their problem. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
अध्यक्षहरूलाई समात्नुभन्दा पनि पहिला अध्यक्षहरूलाई ल्याएर उहाँहरूको इन्टेन्सन के त पीडितहरूलाई पैसा कसरी रिटर्न गर्छु त अब त्यो चाहिँ भन्नु पर्यो क्या त्यो जेलमा ल्याएर राख्यो भने उहाँहरूलाई केही पनि कुरा थाहा हुँदैन जेलमा बस्छन् उहाँहरूले 2 वर्षपछि त उहाँहरू त उम्किनु हुन्छ त्यसैले पीडितहरू त पीडित नै रहनुहुन्छ क्या त्यसैले चाहिँ सरकारले राम्रो कदम चालोस् पीडितहरूलाई चाहिँ न्याय दियोस्
पीडितको न्याय दिनको लागि जति अहिले ठगहरूले भागिराखेका छन् उनीहरूको सञ्चालक समितिका जुन अचल सम्पत्ति छ त्यसलाई रोका गरेर लिलाम गर्नु पर्यो
हाटबाट गर्नु पर्यो कि हेडबाट गरेर भएन यो हाट र हेड जब दुईटा दिल र दिमाग जोडिन्छ अनि मात्रै पैसा पाइन्छ सरकार हामीप्रति प्रतिबद्ध भएन हामीलाई दिएन सरकारले
यिनीहरूले सम्पत्ति जुन छोडेर गएको छ नि कि त्यो सरकारले आफूले लिदिनु पर्यो त्यो लिएर चाहिँ त्योबाट चाहिँ यसको साटो चाहिँ बचतकर्ताहरूलाई चाहिँ सरकारले चाहिँ आफ्नो हिसाबले चाहिँ पैसा दिदिनु पर्यो
देशभरिका वित्तीय संस्था एकीकरण गरोस् र पीडितहरूको चाहिँ सबै लिस्टेड गरिदियोस् र राज्यले त्यसको लागि जिम्मा लियोस्
राज्यले नै सम्पत्ति जफत गरेर चाहिँ दियो भने चाहिँ केही न केही सहज हुन्छ भन्ने लाग्छ त्योभन्दा अरू बाहेक चाहिँ मैले देखेको छैन
मान्छेले बदमासी गरेको मात्रै हो जस्तो मलाई लाग्छ त्यो भएर चाहिँ राज्यले कडा नीति बनाएर ती व्यक्तिहरूबाट असुल उपर गर्नुपर्छ
लोन लिएका मान्छेहरूले बेला तिर्दिनुपर्छ
CPN-UML Chair KP Sharma Oli has said that ministries would be shared on equal basis while forming the new government with Nepali Congress. He also clarified that Nepali Congress and UML had not struck an agreement for a commission to amend the constitution and that any amendment or revision would depend on experiences and call for improvements. Addressing the Secretariat meeting at the party's central office, Oli said that an agreement was yet to be reached with Nepali Congress on the share of ministries. He added that despite basic discussions on ministers, a conclusion was yet to be reached.
त्यस्तो डिटेलमा कुरा भइसकेको छैन, खालि बाहिर आएका कुरा मात्रै हो। यस्तो यस्तो हुने मन्त्रालयको बाँडफाँड पनि भइसकेको छैन। यो मन्त्रालय यो पार्टीले, यो मन्त्रालय यो पार्टीले, को सरकारमा सामेल हुने, कसको स्थिति के हुने भन्ने कुरा साधारणतया हैसियतको आधारमा, बराबरीको हैसियतमा कांग्रेस र एमाले सामान्यतः बराबरीको हैसियतमा व्यवहार गर्छन्।
Oli said that discussions were in progress with the objective of including other parties in the new government as well. However, Oli noted that an agreement was not reached with Nepali Congress on formation of a commission for the amendment of the constitution. He said that an agreement was reached on amending the constitution on the basis of needs for transformation and improvement.
परिमार्जित हुँदै जानु उपयुक्त हुन्छ। त्यसै भएर हामीले कतिपय प्रश्नमा संविधान संशोधन गर्नुपर्छ भनेर भनेका छौँ। त्यसमा अलि डिटेलमा पछि गएर गर्नेछौँ।
Meanwhile, Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Dewa has also expedited discussions in his party regarding selection of ministers. After the coalition of CPN Maoist Centre and UML split in 4 months, CPN Maoist Centre Chair and Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal is to seek a vote of confidence on Friday, 12th of July. CPN UML has issued a whip to vote against Dahal in the floor test. At the meeting today, Oli also said preparations were underway to take other parties along in the government. Meanwhile, CPN Maoist Centre has issued a whip directing its parliamentarians to vote for Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal as he takes the floor test this week. The whip was issued by a meeting of the parliamentary party held at Singha Darbar today. It also made it mandatory for all members to attend this session. The meeting also concluded that should Prime Minister Dahal fail to garner the majority votes, a new government would be formed based on the Constitution's Article 76. Premier Dahal and party chair Dahal also informed the party of the latest political developments and said that CPN-UML chair Oli had lied to his party and plotted against them. Dahal alleged Oli of plotting to break the current alliance. He also informed that he had approached Oli to lead the government while with the UML Maoist alliance. However, the latter had rejected the offer. It is time now for the international update. Russia has promised an early release of all Indian citizens fighting in its army, India's foreign ministry has said. The announcement came at the end of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Moscow, during which he raised the issue with President Vladimir Putin. Delhi has been seeking the release of Indians who say they were lured to Russia on the promise of non-combat jobs in the army but were later forced into active combat in Ukraine. At least 4 Indians have been killed in the fighting. On Tuesday, Foreign Secretary Vinay Quatra said at a press briefing that Modi had strongly raised the issue of early discharge of Indians who had been misled into the service of Russian army. It's time now for another short break. We'll be right back. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.